The master salesman is a master of others because he is a master of himself. Now, you probably have read Think and Grow Rich or have heard of the book or The Laws of Success. But I think one book that you may not know about is Napoleon Hill's How to Sell Your Way Through Life. I believe in the book Think and Grow Rich. It is the best book on mindset, on abundance mindset, abundance mentality, on the mindset of wealth. But this book that you may or may have not heard of, this is the book that talks about the mechanics of creating wealth. How do you sell? How do you become a great salesperson? What does it take to be a great salesperson? You see, most salespeople, they always believe in the conventional wisdom. In order to be a great salesperson, what do you have to do? You have to have enthusiasm. You got to be excited about your product. Hey man, this is my product. It's so good. Don't you know we are the best in the world? This would help you. This will help your company. You should buy from me. Enthusiasm. Because they are taught if you are not enthusiastic about your product or service, then the prospect won't be enthusiastic either. Or what I call pretentious bonding. Hey, how are your kids? Yeah, how's the weather? How's work? You don't give a shit. You know your prospect doesn't give a shit. But it's pretentious bonding. Or you gotta follow up, man. Either they buy or they die, right? You follow up 5, 10, 20 times. You gotta be persistent. You gotta keep calling, keep chasing them. Or you gotta ask for the sale 3 times. The average sale prospect, you gotta ask them 7 times before they buy. I don't like to ask for the sale. I want the prospect to give me the sale. It's better to receive than to beg. Or you gotta chase the prospect. You gotta keep pleasing them, chase them. I don't like to chase. I like to be the chase. So how do you become a great salesperson? Today I'm gonna give you one of the most important lessons that I have learned in order to be a great salesperson. And that is, now this might sound counterintuitive, that is, in order to be a great salesperson, you cannot be a salesperson. What? Dan, what are you talking about? I want you to think about in a society, when I say the word sales, what comes to mind? When I say the word salesperson, what comes to mind? Comment below. No filter, don't think about it, just comment below. Sales or salesperson, what comes to mind? Snake oil, pushy, aggressive, used car salesman, manipulation, right? Just do it for the money, wants your commission, all that stuff, right? Imagine if you have kids. Imagine if you are a parent, mom and dad. Your kid goes home and walks up to you and say, hey, daddy, mommy, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. And you're like, oh my God, son, I'm so proud of you. I raised you well, it's good. You'll be a doctor, right? Imagine different scenario. Your kid comes home and says to you, mommy and daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a salesman. And you're like, oh my God, what did I do? This is how I raised you? Oh, I fail as a parent. What did I do, right? Just think about that. So it's perfectly okay to get into student loan, to spend 6-8 years in medical school, right? To pick a highly stressed out profession. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for doctors. But somehow when your kid comes home and say, I want to be a salesperson, it is such a profession that's being looked down upon. That is a profession that is like, no, that is not a real job. That is not a real career. When in fact, some of the highest paid people in our society, guess what? They're salespeople. Warren Buffett is a salesperson. Elon Musk is a salesperson. When Elon Musk is announcing the new Tesla, guess what? He is closing. He's a closer. He's selling, right? When Warren Buffett at the shareholder meeting talks about the vision, talk about what they're gonna do, talk about the report, talk about the earnings, guess what? He is selling, so you invest in the stock. Remember Steve Jobs when he was announcing the new iPhone, the new iPod, in front of thousands and thousands of people live and worldwide? The whole world is watching. Guess what? He is closing. That is a sales presentation. It's not a product announcement. It's a sales presentation. They are all closers. They're all salespeople. So how do you become a great salesperson? Don't sound and act and talk like a typical salesperson. If a typical salesperson is like, hey, how are you, sir? Don't do that. Be calm, be neutral, sound like a doctor. Imagine that you are a doctor. Can you imagine you go to a doctor and your doctor says to you, "How are you? So glad you could come in. How are you feeling? You have a fever? Hey, no worry, man. You know what? I can do a prescription. In fact, this prescription, you buy one, you get one free, man. It's so good. You want me to follow with you?" If you see a doctor and the doctor sounds like that, what do? You fucking run. There's something wrong with this guy, right? Be the doctor. Calm, neutral. Don't chase, be the chase. Be a problem solver. Ask questions. Discover their needs. Be a professional. Tell me a little bit about your situation. Tell me about your business. Let's bottom line this. Tell me how you and I can do business today. What were you hoping to get from me today? See, that's a professional. That's how you should behave and talk. Your tonality. You speak with conviction and authority. Yet you're not attached to a sale. It's okay if you don't get the sale. See, when you're not desperate, now the prospect, they open up to you. Now they want to hear, okay, this person wants to help me, not just going after the money or that commission check or that quick buck. That this person is a professional, that you are a professional. That's how you sell your way through life. That's how you get what you want in life, by first helping others to get what they want. Then you can get everything that you want. It is that simple. So in order to be a great salesperson, don't act, don't even represent, you don't talk, you don't act, you don't walk like a typical salesperson, you don't dress like a typical salesperson. And then you see how the marketplace, how your prospects will respond differently to you.